Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Deceive Inc. panel here at EGX London. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jared Creasy. I'm our host and moderator today. And joining me, I've got some special guests. I've got Mike Stone, a senior producer, as part of the Tripwire Presents publishing arm. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
We've also got Jeff Brown, a programmer over at the Sweet Bandits.
Hi. Hey.
And finally, we have Anthony, our final special programmer from the Sweet Bandits.
Hi.
So, I'm from Tripwire, and I know who we are. And hopefully others do too, but can you tell us a little bit about, what we're all here to see, Deceive Inc. They might not have seen the introductory trailer, so let's start with that.
Deceive Inc. is a social stealth game mixed with a first-person shooter. So everybody looks like an NPC, and you can actually interact with any NPC and change appearance to look like that NPC. So you're walking into a crowd of NPC, and as soon as you shoot or get shot at, you're revealed as a spy, and you fight each other to either to the death, or you run away and try to stay low and regain cover and look like an NPC again. And everybody is trying to break into a vault and get a briefcase and extract to a car and run away with it. And the winner of the game is the one who extracts with the briefcase.
All right, so let's take a look at what that could look like.
Good afternoon, agents. Your mission is simple. Infiltrate the frozen coral underwater hotel and retrieve the blueprint of a powerful weapon. As you know, Deceive Inc.'s company policy is to deploy multiple agents to ensure the mission's success. But only one will get the paycheck. Do whatever it takes, agent, and be careful out there.
Try your best. Let's see if it's enough. Booyah! Ka-ching! Oh, come on. They can't be this fast.
And they thought it was secure. In the end, I am victorious.
They're really not gonna make it easy for me. Gotcha.
Is that it?
Right on target. Outskilled and outgunned.
It can't end like this.
Target acquired. Moving to rendezvous point. All done. Really? Mission complete!
All right, so our friends here, the Sweet Bandits, formed only recently in the year 2016. Got quite a pedigree from other studios. You made one other title before this, Callfence.
Yeah, it was actually more of a test game to get the ball running. It's actually a fighting game about fighting with coffee cups and fighting for a coffee.
That just sounds like a normal day at a game studio.
Or today.
Yeah.
Or today, even.
Yeah.
So, and from there, you guys transitioned to the world of Deceive Inc. As you said, it is a world of espionage, it is a world of spies. And we've got quite a cast of characters that come to the table here.
We went for various kind of spies. We have the sniper, she's more long range, while we have other, actually a villain that's to go in that spy James Bond field. So we needed a villain in all of that, and we have an old spy that's about to retire. We have our James Bond wannabe as Squire, and yeah, we went with a lot of different kind of spies. We also have a thief like Larsin. He's one of the slippery one. So we try to go for a lot of diverse characters.
Some might call Larsen the best boy.
Yeah.
I know there is some debate about that between our studios and even Intra Studio. Where do you stand on best spy right now? Everybody, give me your best pick.
I don't know.
I really like Cavalier for the intel gathering, but fighting, ignoring the intel gather, I think fighting wise, Ace is pretty good, and Ace and Chavez are really good fighters.
Okay.
Actually, like Ace is my favorite because she's the more deadly one. She goes, her abilities is about tracking people and finding people, so she's fun. Otherwise, we had a small fight in the studio because our game designer was saying that Hans, the villain, wasn't good enough, that we needed to buff him. So I took it upon myself to play him more and show that he can be good. We did buff him in the end, but at least I saved it. It's his honor.
Okay.
Yeah, Squire is probably my favorite quick pistol play, but one of the more popular female characters we have is Yumi. Uses a slingshot, which is quite different than all the other characters that we have too. So
She's a lot more technical and a bit more hard to use.
she is, but deadly.
Yeah.
We were so hungry for creativity that we didn't think about everything when we left.
It was a very wide-eyed and naive move.
One day out of the blue, Charles was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. I've been thinking about it for a while. Would you like to start it in the studio? A few months later, we were in a room at my place, the birthplace of the Bandits.
Most of the publishers we talked with were just publishers. They weren't game developers.
We didn't have the resource to do everything we would have wanted the game to be. So we were in the low-cost mode. Tripwire saw that. They were like, no, we want to know, what do you want the game to be?
Over here! Target acquired. Time to move. Nothing to see here. Move along. Might need this.
Bye.
Moving as fast as I can. Gotcha. This is an intense operation.
Imagine if the current world was influenced by the 70s sensibility to aesthetics, the looks, kind of the vibe, the music, but it's very much a modern world where technology has advanced.
Hacking faster than ever.
We wanted to capture the feel of spy movies in the environment where you play with other people. The tension that anybody could be an enemy, that everything could be dangerous.
Be cool, Rupert. Be cool.
It's exciting, it's tense, but also you have those quieter moments where you're kind of just sneaking around, and then when it bursts up, it's really high-octane action.
Unlocking my full potential. Aced. But I was so close.
The characters are the most fun. They have big personality, they have very different skills.
With their stance, how they run, they have different animations that represent what they are.
What would I do without you?
They are competent spies fighting against other dangerous spies, but for us outside, looking at those wacky gadgets and the situations they get into, it gets to be really funny.
We all thought about playing hide and seek as a kid. When you're a kid, you're hidden like in a box and your friends are looking for you and you're like so giddy that you might be found out.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
All of the maps are very different from one another. So the first one, Hardtail, is in a Spanish mansion. And then you have Silver Reef, that's an underwater hotel.
My favorite map must be Diamond Spire because it's got this whole verticality thing.
Stealth games normally are really slow paced, and first-person shooter are really fast paced.
Done.
Most of the time, the gadgets, quote unquote, are grenades. Will you flashbang or throw an explosive thing that will kill people? That's not what we're trying to do.
The secret sauce for Deceive Inc is that when you're hidden, it's kind of slow paced. but you always want to take risks, to go a bit faster, to beat someone to the punch, and then you get caught, and that's when the action goes really fast. We want to do games that are not what you would necessarily expect.
In the end, I am victorious, always.
We were safe. We had a job we were good at.
I knew it was a super kind of risky move, but leaving with Charles, you have that feeling everything's gonna be all right, that things are gonna work out. Coming from a place where we lost all ownership, that's really what started the fire of we want ownership back and we want to create a place where we can make games that we like, but also that we have a real impact on. And I think that's a big part of why we did it. I think if we just stayed there and considered everything that could go wrong, I don't think we would have done it. That very scary thought of just leaving everything behind became like, okay, I'm not sure we can pull it off in the end.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Boom shakalaka laka.
So much for beginner's luck.
All right, we just heard a little bit from Phil and Charles, the co-founders of the Sweet Bandits. Is there anything else you want to add about, you know, the experience of what it's like to work at the Sweet Bandits?
We always have a lot of fun making the game. Actually, since it's a multiplayer game, we think it's very important to actually play the game. So actually, twice a week, we get a play test where we play against each other the latest build, so we can always update the balancing, tweak everything, and put ourselves in the shoes of the players. So yeah, that's something we're trying to do to make a better game. Yeah.
All right. It's been awesome working with the Sweet Bandits team. You know, I'm from the Tripwire side of things. We join in the playtest that Jeff had mentioned twice a week. It's a really great relationship. Folks were super easy to get along with right away. It's just a great relationship, and it also helps that we're all in the same time zone, so thank you. But yeah, it's been a great working relationship with these folks.
All right, so let's dive a little bit more into the characters which we talked about earlier, and I believe you mentioned one of them was a dad just a few days away from retirement. So why don't we start with Chavez?
Chavez is, he's a dad, and he's kind of at the end of his spy life. He used to be a spy before Deceive Inc, and now it's always his last mission. We kind of want to go in that trope of that detective, cop, spy who's just on the breach of retirement. So and Chavez is also our tough guy because he can his abilities turning himself invincible because he look at a picture of his daughter and he give him the willpower of going through all the damage because he thinks about his daughters. So yeah, he's kind of our frontman, kind of tanky character.
Right,
and an awesome buckle.
He's a good spy to start with for a new player. So let's take a look at him.
That's a good disguise. I dare you. No pity for spies. One last mission. Let's make it count. Just try me. Don't take it personally. Ha! That's how we do it. Old school style.
And you had mentioned earlier Ace.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Ace is more a sniper. The spy who takes the fight way back and help the team from a higher place or a hiding place. And she can deal a lot of damage with her sniper if you take the time to shoot. But close range, she's gonna get.
She's a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, that's it.
And you mentioned, and that's something we should have mentioned earlier because you just brought up teams. So the base mode is solos where everybody's free for all playing for themselves. But we also have teams mode where it's 4 teams of 3 competing for the prize.
Yeah.
And you get some interesting combinations as you start to mix and match what agents you take in. So.
Good combination in team? Yeah, actually, Yumi, the one with the slingshot, is actually really good in teams because she can crowd control or heal other people, even though she's also kind of hard to play, but in team you can build up and try to help others. And Ace, while she's deadly in solo too, if you're in a bad position where you're in close quarter, you might not be in a good, you might lose the fight.
Yep.
But in team, it's easier to have the good old
your positioning.
Yeah, the good old triangle of frontman, DPS, and etc.
Range.
So she's really good to be not in the focus of the attention, but
from afar.
Yeah, from afar. Yeah.
Well, let's take a little bit closer look at Ace.
Agent Ace, on standby. No matter how far, I'll hit my mark.
Oh, man. Come on, just get lost in the crowd.
They never see me coming. Going undercover. Tango down. Agent neutralized. Mission complete. Let's just hope they don't drown me in paperwork.
And Mike, you mentioned earlier that your favorite is probably Squire.
Yeah, Squire's so pretty much mostly the exact opposite of Ace. At least the way I play Squire. Up in your face, getting the thick of the action. It's got the silencer, so while you may hear the shots coming, it's not as prominent as the other weapons out there. Yeah, definitely I think more of your balance between being up front and kind of hanging a little bit back. But definitely someone that is probably one of our starter characters. When you're first joining the game, Squires are actually a good pick for new players to the game.
He is a bit of an all-arounder, I would say.
Pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, he does tackles things pretty well from kind of all angles. He's, like Jared said, your all-rounder.
Yeah.
Let's take a little bit closer look at Squire.
Me? Okay, I'll do my best. Yes! No way! Come on. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. Someone might need a bandage over here.
So he's kind of the go-getter, one of the younger ones, trying to prove himself against the other agents.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. One of the favorites of the studio, I would say. Yeah.
Definitely gets a lot of love. Some might even say he's the best. I personally disagree, but it is an ongoing conversation, and I believe it forever will be.
We'll talk later.
And I think we have one more agent to introduce here. Who we talked about earlier, our technical Yumi. She's a disruptor. She is a technician, and she's got some unique abilities here.
She's actually the only one with a slingshot, so she's a little bit more skill oriented because you need to take your time to charge your shot and be sure that you won't shot at an NPC, you're really shooting at a player because you gotta take your time. But she can be deadly and really disruptive, She throw a bubble that would slow down everybody and break gadgets. So she's a good disruptor. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely the type of character that, while it may take a little bit of time to get used to her, once you essentially kind of master her, you're pretty much deadly on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So.
And then let's take a closer look at Yumi.
I was born ready, baby. I'm not suspicious. Oh, look at that. Let's destroy them. Fire in the hole.
Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted.
So my pellet went pff, and then pow, and then bam! I won.
I'll definitely say Yumi is my favorite in terms of her character.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Young as well, but just kind of very energetic, animatic, and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very fun character and personality.
Yeah, it's very fun, yeah.
Yep.
All right. On that note, let's switch on over here to the world of Deceive Inc. So we've introduced quite a few of these characters here.
Yeah.
I have a very keen eye.
Use me while you can,
Let's start
Word.
with Hans, because he was somebody you talked about earlier.
Yeah, Hans is he's actually is kind of the opposite of Ace in terms that he's the one who want to get really close. Both of them, Ace and Hans, are the ones that you want to take advantage of the cover to put yourself in a position where you get the upper hand. So Hans can be very deadly if you take someone by surprise, and you can kill them really quickly. His hand is actually a shotgun, so he's really a close quarter character. But you can make use of the gadgets, like there's a shield umbrella that will protect you, so you can use that to get closer and put you in advantageous position. Yeah.
I would also add the Goopod is a good gadget for
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So slowing down your enemies so that they can't escape is a good idea for staying close.
Yeah. And he's the villain character, so he's kind of over it. He's a bit smug.
Yep.
And
He thinks what he's doing is beneath him, so to speak.
Yeah. He's the best one. Yeah. His
Right.
own eyes.
One of the other characters previously
Have no fear, because I am right here.
Cavalier.
Talk about.
Yeah. Like Cavalier. Recently, Cavalier is the spy I play the most, and I have most fun with her. Like she have a double gun, so you can shoot fast, and it's pretty good close range, but also good mid range. Her ability is the thing that I love the most about her. She can scan. Right now, she can scan people that are knocked down to find who did that. So you can go. You can find some spy nearby, and she has another ability to. She can scan object around to see who did touch that.
Yeah.
So you can scan a room and find your next victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least the way I play her, if you're interested in the character that is aggressive and in your face with the dual wielding and such, she's perfect for it, and I love it. And like Anthony mentioned, shoots very, very fast.
Yeah, she's really good to track down someone.
Yeah. Yep.
Just keep tracking them down.
Pretty much.
She also have a kick. Her passive is she can do a melee attack that will launch her forward, so you can actually do some platforming or just jump on somebody to be more aggressive. So, and since she's a detective and she can find other player, it's good for tracking down player. And if you want to go aggressive instead of stealth.
Yeah, she has great mobility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopes and dreams are meant to be stepped
What
on.
can you tell me about Madame?
Yeah. Madame Shu is actually our kind of mysterious character. She's the only one with an automatic weapon as her base weapon. She actually have an automatic crossbow. So for people who are more used to first-person shooter, who are used to kind of SMG, assault rifle kind of gun, that's good for those people. And her ability is actually to switch position with another NPC. So you can actually do some kind of mind game where you're playing like you're obviously a player and then switching to another NPC and having that other player attack the old NPC and reveal themselves. So it's kind of a character of mind games. So she's fun for that.
Also, her passive is made for gathering intel. So right now, her passive will show who
revealed broke their cover.
Who broke their cover nearby. So even if they're behind a wall, you can see the little ping there and keep track of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is definitely a good deceitful character who's good for being tricky and getting in and out of situations that other spies might have to fight it out.
Yeah.
She's in and out and left behind a trail of destruction while having done possibly very little of it on her own.
True. Yeah.
And that actually leads into our final spy,
It was obvious you would
who is
pick
also
moi.
good along those lines, our master thief Larcine.
Okay. Yeah, Larcin is a little bit like Madame Shu, where she's meant to be really slippery and hard to get. He's actually a thief, so his passive ability is you can do a melee attack on other spies that you know that NPC is a spy, so you do a melee attack and you will steal the most valuable item that they have. So you can actually try to not kill other players, just steal from them and get away, and it's actually a good synergy with his active ability, which is that kind of ninja smoke bomb where you just disappear, so the other player don't see where you are for you're basically invisible for a short period of time, so you can just smoke bomb away and get to a safe position after you stole an item from someone. So he's not the best combat wise, but he's really good to be slippery and be kind of annoying and be a general nuisance.
Yep. I mean, is it a nuisance when he steals the grand prize out from beneath the person trying to extract and wins?
Yeah.
Once they find out, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can even steal the objective from other players.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have quite the cast of characters, all with their own unique weapons, unique active expertise, and passive ability. I grilled you earlier on who your favorites were, so I won't ask that again. Is there anything else you kind of want to tell people about the world of Deceive Inc. to really, drive through to them what this game is and why it's going to be the next great game to join their collection?
Well, the game is really goofy and fun, actually. Since you from one game and another, the spawning is different, so the game is not always the same. And since it's multiplayer, there's a lot of synergy between players and kind of stuff you can try out, and all those gadgets. There's a lot of ways you can play the game and have fun, and sometimes you can just goof around with the mimic. Actually, the gadget, you can scan any objects in the level and turn yourself in that level, in that object. So you can be a chair, you can be a toilet, you can be a plant. So you can just goof around and have fun. Sometimes you can try hard, sometimes you can just have fun. So yeah, it's really fun for that.
I would say that to sum it up, as kind of like you said, you can turn yourself into a toilet, and it's awesome seeing toilets just going down the hall.
I just want to add on to that how surprising it is to find out how many people overlook the toilet in the middle of the room when they're concentrating on something else.
Yeah, it's toilets in the hall and how it doesn't stand out to some people. It's like, I don't want to visit their real home, because who knows how it might be, but yeah. So.
Yeah.
Any last words?
No, I think Jeff did a really good summary of that.
I think it's a good mix of stealth, action, and average game lengths, 15 to 20 minutes depending.
Yeah.
It's gonna launch with the solo mode and a teams mode. So teams of 3, 4 teams of 3, 12 players max. I just think it has a play style that would probably meet a lot of different players' play styles. So there's gonna be something for everyone there.
Yeah. I think the team mode really helps to get people together and have fun and just goof around together, yeah.
It'll have in-game VoIP. Did we go over the platforms yet?
No, not in detail. Why don't you tell us
So
about them?
early 2023 is the release date. Steam, Epic Game Store, and essentially the new generation consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X, and X. So you can go to Steam and Epic and put it on a wish list. Otherwise, you can join the official Discord channels, social media channels, and sign up for a future playtest that we're going to have before launch.
All right, with that being said, does anybody in the audience here have any questions for the team? Step on up to the mic.
Don't be shy, come right up. No one? Okay.
I guess that's it.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for coming to our panel.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. Thank you.